Hi everybody, I am Shubhayu. I am an academic advisor associated with Studio 1947. How I became associated with this, how I became associated with it and how I have seen it growing day by day, that's a kind of quite a long story, a little bit of an interesting story as well. I came in Mirik in 2019. I joined here as an assistant professor in Mirik College soon after my post-graduation and after qualifying my NET JRF. And then what happened was, like, I met Roby, who was again a long-time friend of mine, somebody with whom I have even shared my room during my hostel days at Presidency College. He had already begun to work with digital media. From then onwards, he has been working with major names in the field. What remains to be said is that this association with him, I coming primarily from a humanities background, I am a teacher of literature, and he coming from a digital, humanities background, a digital design background. So what brings us together is the fact that there has been a lot of shared interest since our college days, so far as philosophy is concerned. One of the impact of philosophy is obviously with respect to the visual, right? How the visual in fact influences us and how we are influenced by the visual, and how we influence the visual, both reciprocating in some sort of a fashion. So this kind of a reciprocation led us to do a lot of troubleshooting, led us to do a lot of spend a lot of sleepless nights or over coffee. And then eventually when I came to Mirik, he was looking also for a venture to start somewhere and at some point of time in his journey, and he found that this was a place that he could actually come and start working on things like local design, things like helping grassroots communities build their stories, build their narratives, and then eventually hand-holding these local communities in the process of their progress forward. So we thought that Mirik would be a good place to start, and that is exactly how it happened. It just happens, like all great things happen in one fine day, right? All great things do not really have that kind of planning and speculation that we think they do. Well, they do, but then it needs to have a start somewhere, and that start was what happened in Mirik. One fine wintry morning, right, he came and landed in Mirik, we got associated, and then we started discussing how we could take this project forward. Today, Studio 1947 stands not only as a grassroots level venture, helping local communities, building local designs, supporting local indigenous knowledge frameworks. Not only that, it has also transitioned very, very successfully into a commercially growing startup. In a sense, it has tried to help homestays, hotels, it has tried to get engaged with local businesses and other sort of projects, not only in the hills. We've also started working with publishers, national publishers and international publishers. In days to come, we see ourselves as not only a growing company, we wish to see ourselves as a company that is often referred to at least once when somebody talks about design in the first place. That is of course an ambition that we harbor. It's not it's not always wrong to harbor ambitions, but we need to go forward keeping those ambitions in mind. Like, it's good to dream but not daydream, as they say. And with these words, I wish ourselves a very fulfilling, prosperous journey ahead, and let us embark on this venture with hearts within and God overhead.